Here we are again with
I'm Jo-Dee and I'm Graham.
I was about to say it.
So go ahead.
Hi, here we are again. Now this week I'm
Do
going
it
to say
again.
hi. Here we are again.
Look at the camera.
Hi, here we are again.
No, don't do that. When you do that, then I have to catch it, and your hi is not straightforward. So go hi, so it's straightforward, please. As you'll notice, it's hard to edit.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Jo-Dee.
I'm Graham.
Oh, that was the wrong way around, was it? We're not getting very good at this video lot, but
Gosh.
we're trying every week, and I have a few forgetful moments at times. It's my age.
And he's having a panic at the moment because on his way here. What happened?
So today, I don't know if you know, but there's like a 10-minute window every morning when you can get out of the house and get somewhere quickly. It's about 10 minutes. It's when the schools have just finished going in, and then just before the Wrinklies come out in their light blue Honda Jazzes. Now, being a wrinkly too, I'm not allowed to say that, but it's true. And the worst thing you can find is a man with driving gloves in a Honda Jazz and a flat cap. If you find that, you're in trouble. I can tell you, it can take twice as long to get here as it does to get here normally. So there's a 10-minute window, and all of you that want to avoid being caught up by the school traffic or the Wrinklies on their way out for the day, use that 10-minute window. And then you've got to watch out in the afternoon as well, because in the afternoon at about 3:30 starts getting dark, so they're all trying to get home. So they've been out for their bridge clubs and shopping.
Grumpy Graham, those are your small little problems. But some of us have more difficult problems.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yeah, that's true. We're going to talk about that this week. So Jo-Dee, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, was suffering from PKD. A lot of good response from people from that. So thank you for watching and watching the channel. But at that time we spoke about it causes a lot of depression and feeling down and things like that. And Jo-Dee's had to fight to recover from that and to find some things to do. And obviously depression is one of those things, and I've suffered occasionally, where you end up going lower and lower in a downward spiral. And no matter how people say to you, "Oh, just snap out of it, go do something," it's really hard, isn't it?
It is really hard. And the thing is that I have actually battled with depression for a really long time. But I was on stage, I was dancing because I was a professional dancer, and then I was a motivational speaker. So I kept getting my highs from my job. But then when I got ill,
yep,
I stopped getting that endorphin rush, and so my depression became more noticeable. And unfortunately, that's just been one big spiral going down. And unfortunately, I got so ill I couldn't work, and then that meant that I was not making any money, and I actually found myself homeless.
Yeah, that's can you imagine that? I mean, that's really dragging you down further and further. And I think the trouble with depression is you may feel people will look at you and say you're well off, you've got nice children, you've got everything you need in your life, but that doesn't help you at all if you're feeling depressed. You just want to curl up and in a ball and not go anywhere, talk to anyone and things like that sometimes. Yeah, it is hard.
It is, and depression doesn't have a class. It doesn't matter what you're going through, whether you've got money, you haven't got money, whatever. There's so many reasons that you can get depressed. So it's definitely becoming more, more widespread.
Yeah, it is. So one of the things Jo-Dee did was to go to a place called the Lighthouse in Woking. And we're going to take a look at that now and walk you through some of what the Lighthouse does and how it's helped Jo-Dee on her journey and meet some of the characters there. So let's take a look at that now.
Great, let's go.
Go.
This is the Lighthouse. Come in and have a look and see what we've got inside.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're here with Bex, who is the wonderful person who put this all together. Bex, tell us a little bit about what inspired you to start the Lighthouse.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
That's a really big question.
Yeah.
Number of things really. I think, firstly, one of my passions is to alleviate suffering as much as I possibly can, and to come alongside people and help with transformation. also one of the reasons I think I'm really passionate about alleviating suffering is because I've actually had quite a lot of suffering in my own life. It's not something that I really talk about much at all, but that's been a big piece for me. But I'm really fortunate to have had incredible parents who really have believed in me and affirmed me, and so I know the power of that. I know the power of being believed in, and having who you are and who you're created to be affirmed, even when that's actually been crushed.
Oh, that's so important. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the things that we do here are about just coming alongside and believing in people. When people come in the door, often they can be in a place of real challenge or brokenness or pain, and in those times, it can really impact our self-esteem, can't it?
Wow, I know, because you've made such a difference in my life. I mean, I came here when I was really down and out, and you've helped me so much. So that's why I love this place, and I'm really, that's why I want to talk about it, because you are helping so many people. And who are the people that come here?
Really, everybody is welcome. We are open to all. There is nobody that isn't welcome here. All we say is that it needs to be a safe place, a place of safety. So if people are intoxicated, they're not supposed to come in, because we have to keep it safe. But everyone is welcome.
Hi, and welcome to the Lighthouse. This is the place that means so much to me and helped me in my journey. Over here we got the baking table, and this is somewhere particularly that helped me, and that's where we get together, do something different. For me, baking, I never do it. It was great to get me out of bed, to do something. And there's just something so therapeutic about kneading dough. So that's the baking table. Okay, so we're here today with Michelle from the baking table. So Michelle, tell us a little bit about what we're doing here.
So we are making bread today. So we put all the ingredients together this morning. We've let it all rise, and now we're just doing our final process before we pop it in the oven.
Oh, wonderful. Now tell us a little bit more also about what you actually do here at the baking table.
So we have a bit of a community going on. It's women that gather together. Each week we bake something together, sometimes pizza, sometimes rolls and cakes. And then we just have a really nice chat, community, do coffee, and just hang out together.
That's great. And I must say, what I love about it is that when you're kneading, you get all that stress out. Wonderful. This is Jigsaw, and this place is for children, babies, those in need. If you'd like to come and have a look over here, come down. You see, it's toys, it's cribs, anything anyone needs when they're having a baby.
One of the things that we do each year is provide Clark's, a pair of brand new Clark's school shoes for children going back to school. So we have a thing called a back to school day, which is right at the end of August, and families are referred into that. So if a family wouldn't be able to normally afford a pair of shoes, a new pair of shoes, fitted pair of shoes at that time, they can come along to that day. And we also have hairdressers come and offer their time voluntarily, and they give children a new haircut to go back to school. And we also do backpacks, so we get in loads of backpacks so children can go back to school with a new pair of shoes, a nice new backpack, and a great haircut. Something that actually we fundraise for, so we need the income to be able to do that, and we're trying now to increase that offer, so we do it across Guildford and Woking.
This is the Nurture Lounge, and once a week we get together, all ladies. This is the floor for the ladies, and it's all people that have been through different hardships, we get together and we do classes on different things. We have someone speaking about nutrition, about clothing, about accessorizing, about skincare, beauty, and about life coach. Over here you can actually see, last week we're talking about your emotions and about how you can control them and how diet actually plays a huge part about it. So it's just amazing.
So for me, this place is actually filled with the presence of God. I believe that His presence is a place that we can find healing and restoration and wholeness and completeness and transformation. I've certainly experienced that in my life, being here in God's presence, and I see that happening in other people's lives. I think a lot of people don't necessarily know that. They're not necessarily in relationship with God, but they come here, and often people will say, what is it about this place? What is it that is here? There's something here. You know, they maybe feel more whole or complete when they're here, or sometimes people cry and they don't know why they're crying, and so on. And it's not something that we talk about unless people ask us. We're very sensitive. Everybody is welcome, as I said. All faiths and none are here on team and coming and being helped and supported. But I just have to share that because that's really important to me. It's my faith in action.
Okay, so this wonderful place is for ladies that need to get ready for work, that maybe can't afford great outfits or things, and this place gets you ready because a good self-image gives you so much confidence and a lot of hope. So we come over here, and we even get to have our own beauty therapist over here. As you can have a look, someone's getting their nails done. Hi! Hello! Fabulous. And all these things just help people get back on their feet, get their confidence back, and they feel $1 million afterwards, and they can just face the world. Okay, so this is Linda, and Linda is a great part here in the Steam Ahead. Linda, tell me, what is Steam Ahead all about?
So Steam Ahead is about giving confidence back to women. So ladies who come in and they're just looking for an outfit just to make them feel good. So anything, we started off with doing it for work clothing, but now realise that ladies just like to look good all the time. So Steam Ahead is really about coming in, getting a new outfit, making yourself feel confident again, and literally treating women, to feel confident, but to have a space that is sophisticated, something that they would not probably feel that they were going to get on a normal basis. So yeah, that's what we want to do, is just to clothe ladies and give them back their confidence.
That's amazing. I know you've helped me so much.
Looking great.
Thank you. And it is amazing. Just if you feel good, you know, on the outside you look good, you feel good. So that's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Ian, you're aware you've become a global star with your laughing, but what do you think of the Lighthouse?
I love it.
Do you?
So we're taking a look at the food bank and what actually goes on inside. So come with me. So this is Alison. Alison, tell us a little bit about what you got going on here.
Yeah, this is the food bank, and here we provide short-term emergency food for local people in crisis.
Okay, great. And so when you go into the supermarkets and you put things aside, this is where it all comes?
Absolutely, yeah. It all comes here. We've got supermarkets all over Woking and round and about. It all comes here and gets sorted and then goes into people's bags for when they come to the food bank.
Oh, that's awesome. So make sure you put some things. And now we can have a look and see what people actually donate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lots of beans, unfortunately.
Lots of beans. Okay, so
We're always
hold back on
grateful
the
for
beans. And let's see what else we need here. Let's see. Thank you, Alison.
But then they didn't fast. So I think they want when it's not
So this is the best place to be in town for a coffee. This is the Cosy. Come and have a look. How do you get involved and what do you see your vision for the future?
So the vision for the future really is to, having done this now, we see the need. There is so much need in providing opportunities for building community, helping people who come out of isolation into community to find friendship, relationship, helping with resources in times of crisis, and some of the other stuff around creating safe spaces, whether that's people who are going through a difficult time or people who are on the margins to come in. We say this is a place for people to belong. Everybody belongs. When you're at the Lighthouse, it's all about who you are when you're being. It's not about who you are when you're doing or what you've done or what you can do or what your achievements are. It's not about all that kind of status that the world tells us makes us successful or not. It's just about who we are when we're being, and we just believe that everyone has worth.
Yeah, because you never know what's going to happen. Like in my story, from one day to the next, 1 minute I'm successful and then the whole world exploded and now I'm here.
Yeah.
And it's true.
In terms of vision, we our vision is to increase. So it's to be able to increase our offerings in Woking. At the moment we are actually about to launch another little lighthouse, a little mini satellite on the Barnsbury estate in Woking. We're going to focus on the elderly, on the youth, and families with small children, babies, where they're potentially in isolation, just providing community. We do very much ask what people need and want. We don't just go in with our ideas. So we're sort of going to do a launch and invite people in and find out what the needs are in the community and respond to that. We also are in the process of trying to get a building in Guildford so that we can do the similar thing in Guildford. And our vision is really to do it across the nation, because I think we've really got a model here that works.
I think so. I think this is amazing here.
Yeah.
Well done. Alex. Thanks so much for talking to me.
Oh, thank you.
So I hope you enjoyed the insight into the Lighthouse. I was certainly fascinated to see where some of the food donations that go into supermarkets go, and that massive storage area. Did you make use of any of that, Jo-Dee?
I did actually, and being able to afford an apartment and to buy food and everything when you're not working, and I didn't work for 18 months, so it was quite serious. So the food bank really helped me out when I first started, and the Lighthouse too. Just it's amazing, what they do.
Yeah, I was really impressed, and some of the people there really get a lot of benefit from this. Some very happy people there as well, really.
Oh, well, I'm there. I'm usually laughing with them and helping them. But you have so much fun there. It's a safe place to be.
That's true. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this week. I hope you found it a little bit informative and enjoyed our view of the Lighthouse.
Yes.
And we'll see you again next week, hopefully.
Yeah, and please remember to subscribe if you haven't done already.
Yep.
And even like the video, and please share it, because maybe there's someone out there that needs to hear what we've got to say.
Don't they say in the some of the other videos I've seen, car videos, you have to subscribe in the corner? Is it that corner? I never know which corner.
I think we're downstairs.
Okay, so there we go.
Subscribe wherever you can find the subscribe button.
Great. Okay, see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.